Hey, good morning, Rex.
Hi.
Question from the audience today. Question number one, what should be included in my estate plan?
Okay. Yeah, that's a common question. A lot of people think that an estate plan is only one document, maybe a trust or a will, but you really need to put more into it than that for a variety of reasons, which we will cover. So in most estate plans in the state of California, people will use a revocable trust, either for a single individual or a married couple. And the purpose of that is to avoid probate. It's a revocable trust, so you can change it anytime you want. And the reason it avoids probate because it tells everyone and assigns a successor trustee so that you don't have to get into court to have a person managing the assets. Most people, after they find out about the cost and the time delays for a probate, want to avoid it. And it may be a good idea to keep the probate or do one. But if you had an estate worth, let's say $1 million, it might cost you $30,000 to do a probate for the legal cost, and then the executor would get the same amount. And with a trust, you don't have that, although there are still administrative costs associated with distributing your assets after death when you're administering a trust. So there is an advantage to probate, is court supervision. The judge makes sure everything is followed, and that's from a will. And a trust, you read the document and the successor trustee carries out all the plans as described in the trust. The next estate planning document is a will. Okay, the will can be the centerpiece of your estate plan and not have a trust. That is an option. It will go to probate. And anytime you have over $166,250 of assets in a person's estate when they pass away, that will create the need or legal requirement to have a probate to distribute the assets. If you do nothing and have no will, then there's a probate. If you have a will, then generally there's, if it's just a general will, it will have a probate for any assets outside of a trust. What we normally do is prepare what's called a pour-over will. And the will is not the centerpiece of your estate plan. It's a rather simple document that simply says, if you want to know what I want done with my stuff after I pass away, all my assets, go read the trust. If for any reason there's any question about the trust, or if the trust is no longer valid, whatever, do what the trust says. And that's what's called a pour-over will. It points back to the trust, and sometimes people will leave, they have their house in the trust, so they mean to avoid probate. Then they refinance, and then they take it out of the trust, and they never put it back in the trust. So first two documents are a revocable trust, and the other is a pour-over will in most comprehensive estate plans. Then we get into another document called a durable power of attorney for asset management. Okay, power of attorney signs someone to manage your assets if you're unable to. And this document is designed because more and more people are living longer, and there's a higher incidence of incapacity, such as Alzheimer's, other types of incapacity. And immediately the person cannot manage their own assets, their own bank accounts, their own stock portfolio, pensions. And that's the purpose of the durable power of attorney form, so that if you become incapacitated, you're in a nursing home or whatever, then the successor, the attorney, in fact, can take over and manage your assets without going to court. If you don't have this document, it's a real time-consuming mess because you would have to go to court, get a conservatorship. The conservatorship would be under court supervision. You'd have to do court accounting every year. And when people don't plan, it causes more cost to estate administration. And the word durable in durable power of attorney means that it survives if you're incapacitated, you're incommunicado. And normally a power of attorney would be invalid if somebody's incapacitated. Like say if you go on a trip to Europe and you're going to sell your house, you can give a power of attorney to a trusted family member to finish the house sale. But unless this particular type of power of attorney is specifically still effective if you are incapacitated. Then the fourth main document in a comprehensive estate plan is an advanced healthcare directive. So what this does is allows another person to talk with doctors on your behalf and get medical information. The hospitals and doctors are, with the HIPAA rules, Health Insurance Portability Act, are extremely reticent about dealing with any third party that when there is not an advanced healthcare directive giving them written authority to talk to a third person. So in the hypothetical that you became incapacitated, now you cannot talk to your doctor. If you don't have the advanced healthcare directive, there's no one that can talk for you. And you would have to go to court to get a conservatorship in order to appoint a conservator so they could talk to the doctor. So there's a little bit, there's a little upfront cost in doing an comprehensive estate plan. However, it ends up in the long run saving money for your beneficiaries. So those are the main documents in a comprehensive estate plan. And my name is Rex Crandell. We're located in Walnut Creek, California, 32 miles east of San Francisco. Our email is rexcrandell@astound.net, and you can reach us on the phone at 1-800-464-6595. Thank you for listening. Bye.